What's poppin', everybody? It's your boy, Snowy Kurama, coach of the Chicago White Sox, here for the premiere season of the Moonlit Draft Center. My Week 7 opponent is Ollieboy and his Mystic Marshadows. I'll talk a little bit about the teams here, but if you want to skip to the battles, these are the chapters at the bottom of the video. Ollieboy put together a very bulky team that managed to fill speed tiers quite nicely. Corviknight and Galarian Slowking form an amazing defensive core that'll be hard to break through, alongside Vaporeon for annoying wish support. The team can hit hard on the physical side with Ogerpon Wellspring and Sneasel, as well as Terra Captain Ursaluna Blood Moon on the special side. Talonflame, Diancie, and Kommo-o all have the potential to be strong attackers or bulky defenders, depending on what Ollieboy wants to do with them. There are 1,000,001 options to prep for, so let's see how I did. Starting off is Azelf, the dual screen support set. It's got enough speed to outrun Ogerpon Wellspring, HP to hold on against Choice Specs hit from Ursaluna Blood Moon, and the rest in attack for strong knockoffs. Next is Arcanine with a Life Orb mix set. Terrafire Overheat off of a fully invested special attack stat absolutely cooks Ursaluna Blood Moon, and will be a nasty surprise if I'm using physical moves beforehand. Play Rough is here for Kommo-o, Iron Head for Diancie, and Crunch is for Galarian Slowking. 176 Speed Hasty is needed to outspeed the Kommo-o, and the rest is just an attack. Support Excadrill is up next to set up and remove hazards. The speed here is to outrun and kill Talonflame after a rapid spin. I'm running Rock Tomb over Rock Slide here because it not only threatens incoming Talonflame, but lowers the speed on any Pokemon switching in. Big Bad Rillaboom is next with a bulky Assault Vest set to stand up to Ursaluna Blood Moon. It can take any one hit from the bear and fire back with a strong terrain-boosted Woodhammer. Max Attack and Adamant Knockoff is very nice for Galarian Slowking and anything else that would want to keep their items. U-Turn is for initiative, and Drain Punch is to recover HP. Grassy Seed Sneasler takes the next slot with SD3 attack set. Itemless Acrobatics hits everything on the team hard with the exception of Corviknight and Diancie, but neither one can stand up well to a boosted close combat. Rock Slide lets me hit Talonflame without activating Flame Body, which is very nice considering that Sneasler does not want to be burned. 216 Speed Jolly is needed to outrun its cousin Sneasel. Yep, said that right, Sneasel. I keep saying Sneasel. I say Sneasler so often, I was like, saying the word Sneasel is just weird. But anyway, the rest fills out an attack with some HP. Last slot goes to Tentacruel with a physically defensive set to switch into Talonflame. The idea is to flip turn against it as it U-turns so I can keep the initiative. Surf hits everything on the opposing team pretty freely with the exception of the 2 water types that are immune, but Sludge Bomb hits Ogerpon Wellspring for super effective damage and has the chance to poison either one. That's it for Week 7, let's get into the match. Welcome to the Week 7 battle against Ollieboy and their team name, Marshadows. Mystical Marshadows, god damn. This is like, I know, it's a Marshadows. Dad, I just said that. Anyway, here we are. We got their team over there. They are very threatening. Look at those 2 birds just synchronizing their flaps, and as soon as I start talking about that, they unsynchronize, because, you know, that's just how it goes. I don't exactly remember what I lead here. I think it's Azelf, because that's like the dedicated lead. We'll just see how this goes. Let's make sure that the sound is all the way muted here, so that we do not hear anything weird. And let's get into that. So we start with Jasmine, our Azelf here, still sticking with the Team Yellow, or the Yellow Gang theme, even though not everybody is yellow anymore. Let's see our Terra types. It looks like he's running Terra Ground on his one and only Ursaluna. So we would only have to worry about potentially not being weak to close combat and any other fighting moves, I suppose. Anyway, Sneasel comes out here, which kind of sucks, but I think I am EV'd to outspeed this. No, I can't be, right? Yeah, we're same speed. So, I don't know. Maybe I get up my screens, maybe I knock off, maybe I U-turn, maybe I switch. I probably do switch here. Yep, go out to Tentacruel so I can take something. Knockoff happens, which is not great because I needed that Black Sludge, but I mean, I also needed Azelf to set up the screens, otherwise the Ogerpon and the Ursaluna and a potential super duper setup Como can come in and just mess me up. I think I just flip turn here. Nope, I Sludge Bomb to do as much damage as I can to the Sneasel or whatever coming in. Then I go out to Daisy, who came in on the Como, which is Outrage, which is nuts. I suppose he thinks that that they can get away with this because I barely bring Comfey. So that makes Dragon move super duper free. Very unfortunate, but it's just how it goes. We basically lost our guy here, which was really good for Blood Moon, but it is what it is. We got the terrain up, which means I'm probably going to go out into... Oh, I go out to Azelf here. Probably to get up a screen. Get up the Reflect, which is really good, so a knockoff comes in. We lose our Light Clay, which is honestly fine. We get off a U-turn, which kills the Sneasel, and we get in our Sneasler. The guy here comes in, Talonflame, knock him out. Is amazing. The Como comes in, I Acrobatics, I don't exactly get the kill. Earthquake comes in, doesn't get the kill off of me, but it's just very unfortunate that he's keeping up the initiative, keeping up the hyper offense so that I cannot afford to set up at all. Because Como, after that one Earthquake, if I Swords Dance, actually I probably could have just Swords Danced there, but I was figuring that the Acro would kill it in one hit. So the better play would probably have been to just Swords Dance right there. Let me get down to this week, and then the Acrobatics would have killed right after that, barring a Focus Sash. We don't see an item, so he could have been Sash for all I know. I think I should have Swords Danced there if I were to take it back anything, because then boosted close combat would just destroy this Corviknight, I think. I Swords Danced there for a reason. Iron Defenses, fair enough. I get off my chip damage. Do they hit me back? Nope, just get up an Iron Defense. Excadrill comes out here. I don't know why exactly. Probably to take a potential Brave Bird. That's probably what the idea was. But Body Press comes out. I mean, I knew that I had to get in with something else. So Goldenrod comes in here. We have our Overheat, which is ready for this thing. Terrafire Overheat, rather. But bam, gets rid of the Corviknight, which is really, really cool. But now it's just our 4 against his 2, and his 2 are really, really strong. I don't know how exactly I would be able to get my Azelf in. I guess I could have here, but this Overheat guy was here to cook this thing, and Terrafire is still going to do a lot of damage. See, we do over half there. Calm Mind's up. Honestly, at this point, I probably could have went Azelf. I do go Azelf. Just Moonlight's back the damage. Do I Light Screen? I do. Blood Moon kills, which is just fine because we just wanted to get up the screen again. I go out to this thing, do then try the Overheat cooking once again. Unfortunately, he can just Moonlight up because this is a bulky Calm Mind Ursaluna, probably with dual stab. So now I'm just trying to flinch him down. Hopefully I can get all the flinches. I feel like I don't, though. There's one. Woohoo! Tentacruel comes out. Probably just a Click Surf. Knock off to get rid of the leftovers. Earth Power takes us out. Unfortunate. We come back out with this guy. And honestly, we're just going to, spoiler alert here, just skip. I mean, I just try to do what I can with my Arcanine, but he ends up getting full health with his Ursaluna. And then takes us out with an Earth Power, and then that is the game. I could have not sacked my Rillaboom. Clearly. Getting up screens, maybe even setting up a Sneasler would have been better, because a +2 Sneasler in front of a Corviknight, he wouldn't have been able to set up as freely if I had already set up with my Swords Dance. Iron Defense or not. So that's what I would have picked. I definitely made him fight for the win, I think. His Overpond didn't even see battle, I don't think. Yeah, 100% Overpond, just still waiting in the back. Yeah, that's week 7. We needed to win this, I think. And the next week we also need to win, so hopefully we can pull it out there and make it the playoffs if enough people do bad. Oh, Lord. My Week 8 opponent is MOONLIT and their Philadelphia Phantumps. It's another Weather Ward this week, and this time it's against a busted-looking rain team. Urshifu, Rapid Strike, and Archaludon can blow holes in my team in both in and outside of the rain. They also have an Iron Treads, who is one of the best spinners in the game and could run a special attacking set with Thunder if MOONLIT so chooses, along with Raikou, who is definitely running a strong Thunder set. Overquill is an amazing support mon that can be a deadly attacker thanks to Swift Swim. Hera captains for this team are Tornadus and Floatzel. One of them can stand up to formerly super effective hits and utilize Regenerator, while the other one has access to a Super Nuke and Terra Water Wave Crash. Let's see if I can stay clear of the storms in this upcoming match. I haven't brought the offensive sand team since the trades, and there's no better time than the final week of the season. Smooth Rock keeps Tyranitar's sand on the field for longer, as long as the Pelipper is gone. Rock Blast is here to hit said Pelipper as well as Tornadus. High Horsepower can hit the Steel types on the switch, which is really good because they threaten Olive, because she is a Rock type. 248 HP combined with 156 special defense. Careful allows Tyranitar to be damn near untouchable on the special side with a sand up. Next is the physically defensive Houndstone. I'm bringing back the Resto Chesto fluffy set I used against Tylord because it helps immensely against all the strong Swift Swimmers. It is immune to Body Press Archaludon. Sand Rush Excadrill is up next with a Life Orb and Swords Dance set to maximize damage. 240 speed is enough to outspeed Choice Scarf Raikou in the sand while letting Excadrill keep an adamant nature. Edgequake coverage hits everything on the opposing team for either neutral or super effective damage. Rillaboom is next with a Choice Scarf set to outspeed non-choiced Raikou and Floatzel outside of the rain. High Horsepower hits most of the opposing team, and Woodhammer will hit extremely hard in the terrain. Next is Sneasler with the tried and true Substitute Swords Dance set. It's mostly max attack, max speed, except for its Crep to outspeed Raikou and Floatzel outside of the rain with as much HP as I can run while keeping an even number for a substitute. Strong flying and fighting attacks are almost unbearable for MC's team to stand up against, so they seemed like no-brainers. The last slot goes to Vikavolt, who is here to spread paralysis and land super strong Thunderbolts and Energy Balls against this rain team. 124 speed Timid is enough to outspeed Urshifu Rapid Strike after a Thunder Wave, and the rest is an HP and 4 in defense just in case Vikavolt gets knocked off. That's it for the team. Let's get into the match. It's the final week, ladies and gentlemen. Week 8 versus MOONLIT and their Philadelphia Phantumps. I've got nothing else really to say besides, well, everything, I suppose. Very strong Rain Core, of course. We don't know exactly what that Overquill's plan is. There's no Urshifu, which is unfortunate because I prepped a lot for it, but it's also not unfortunate because that thing sucks. Oh man, I didn't want to see it, so it's a good thing that we didn't. Yeah, not much else to really say besides that. I think I just lead T-Tar to get up the sand, and they lead Pelipper to get up their stuff, so let's go ahead and not talk about it without being able to see it firsthand. Here's the Tyranitar, here's the Floatzel, actually, just kidding. So the fucking stupid thing about this Floatzel here is that if it's banded, it can one-hit KO my Tyranitar with a Wave Crash. No rolls, no nothing, it just knocks it out. So I'll go out to Mustard here, because it's fluffy, it's here to take the hits. Flip turns just right on out, gets out the Pelipper to set up the rain. Very unfortunate, especially since Houndstone is a physically defensive guy. He is not a specially defensive guy, and rain boosts the surfs and the hurricanes that this thing can want to go for. Just presses the U-turn, probably just expects me to switch out. I want to say I Poltergeisted. I Will-O-Wisped to at least get some sort of chip, and it worked out because Overquill is famously a physical attacker, so... And I don't think he's got a lot of attacks, or not a lot of attacks. I don't think his attack stats too big from what I remember. Of course, I could be wrong. I'll have it up on the screen, and I'll call myself wrong or right. I probably am wrong. I think it's got like 115 now that I'm thinking about it. Either way, Burn Overquill is a good Overquill in my opinion. We bring out the T-Tar so that we can resist the Dark move coming in. Spikes up instead. Not a bad shot. Iron Tread comes out, probably to take the rock move. I press the knockoff, which is, you know, stupid and pointless because of the booster energy. It's fine. We get out the grass type to take the ground move, but he just fires back off of the knockoff, getting rid of the Choice Scarf, which was very, very important for the Floatzel. And, yeah, just the Floatzel at this point. So I don't have Grassy Glide from what I can remember. Ice Spinner just takes care of Daisy, so bye-bye. And also the Terrain, which very, very good prep by MC here, because he knows I like to use my my Grassy Seed. Excadrill comes out here to take advantage of the sand. I go for Rapid Spin so that I could get my speed up even more once the sand's gone, because it's getting close to being gone. Very unfortunate because the Archaludon just gets a free, stupid defense boost from Stamina. So I go out into Vikavolt because I know this thing isn't famously strong on the special side. So it just presses Body Press, does not do a lot to my guy here. I might have pressed Heat Wave. Doesn't matter. Draco kills me and I'm gone. Mustard comes back in. We'll see Pelipper come in to get rid of the sand. I go out to my Excadrill. Don't remember why. Rock Slide does a lot. Just presses U-turn. Probably gets in the Floatzel. Yep. Do I set up the sand? Yep, I set up the sand with my Tyranitar. Flip turns out probably to get back in the Pelipper so that it can just press the buttons. Goes into the Iron Treads. I've just pressed the Stealth Rock so that I can actually, you know, at least have something. Smooth Rock comes in. High Horsepower does not do anything. I think I was just planning on sacking off this Tyranitar. Wants to keep the hazards off the field, which he does a good job of doing. He has the mons to sack off, whereas I don't. I got Houndstone because it's something that I can get rid of so that I can freely put the sand back up. I just press rest because I still have the Chesto. And that pops here. Bleakwind Storm happens. I Poltergeist on the item. We know he's Boots. Go out to the T-Tar so that I can set up the sand and hopefully hit him with a strong rock move, but it doesn't matter because now the rain's back up, so neat. Lemon comes in. We're pressing the Substitute. And we're just playing the substitute game, unfortunately, with this Tornadus here. Because he's going to be able to Bleakwind Storm me. I don't know if it's 100% accurate, just like Hurricane is in the rain, but it doesn't matter, because now we have our Unburden, and we have a Swords Dance up. I press Acro, kills the Tornadus. Unfortunately, we couldn't keep up the sub, which would have been really nice. We take down the two birds. Floatzel hits us with an Aqua Jet because of course it does, it's in the rain. Houndstone comes in and we see the Archaludon switch in. I press the Will-O-Wisp, which is nice anyway. I don't know that affects the move, the body press move. I don't know that affects that at all. Electroshock comes in, probably takes Mustard out, or damn near does, but it doesn't even matter because all of the special attack moves that Archaludon would want to go for are now just boosted. We see a Draco Meteor come in. Now it is Excadrill versus the world. Now let me tell you what, the world is not kind to Excadrill. And that is game. We lost both matches. Very unfortunate, but I mean, this rain team was very strong. MC played really well around my sand. He's just better. I don't know. GG's to MC. With that, the MDC run for the Chicago White Sox comes to a close. I had a chance to make playoffs if I won those last two games. I think I mentioned that, but I just wanted to reiterate that. But my opponents were just better. That happens. I'll leave the post-season thoughts there for now so I can go over them in the next video with 2 special guests. Who are they? Where are they? How are they? You'll have to tune in next time to find out. Like this video if you have not already. Subscribe if you want some more Draft League content. You know it's coming at some point. Hit that bell so that you know when it is I'm uploading. And with all that being said and more, this has been your boy Snowy Kurama. I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.